Okay, last week, some of you presented this, but I'm going to talk about it again today because it's so important. Okay, because these are the general errors that most of you make. And that's what we're going to use for this semester. Okay. In my last vacation, what did we change that to last week? On. And yesterday I changed it again. Oh, but I didn't say that. There's even a better word than on. Yeah, that's right. I think that's, you won't get confused. During my last vacation, okay? That's better language. And if you stick with words like in and on, you'll never remember them. So it might be better to use during. Okay, during my last vacation, I didn't go anywhere. It was a little disappointing, but fun. Matt, can you be my Mac man today? Because I need somebody to scroll. If I go like this, you scroll up. If I go like this, you scroll. Okay. Can you scroll? Go down. You have to use Matt, two fingers. Scroll up. I'm sorry. Up, stop. During my last vacation, I didn't go anywhere. Is that okay? It's a little bit disappointing. What's wrong with that? What? Why do we say was? Why was? Because when did it happen? If this is now, just all you have to remember, it's very simple. If you just think like this, this is now, this is yesterday. Okay? I've gone back in time to yesterday, right? Now it's now, right? But tomorrow, or it's yesterday. Okay? Think every time you write, because this mistake is almost probably 25% of your mistakes. If it happened before, use the past tense. Don't say, I eat breakfast. What do you do? What do you do at 7 o'clock in the morning? What? I eat breakfast. What did you do this morning? I ate breakfast, but when you write your essays, you're not using the correct tense. Okay, let's look at that a little more. Just remember there's one line of time. If what you did was before, use the past tense. Every time. It's so easy to correct that. Okay. Because I had studied additional math class at school with my friends, what's wrong with it? What? What's wrong with it? It's not a sentence. We don't start a sentence with because. So you at least, it was a little bit disappointing, but fun. Okay, this student is, like I said before, they're making life complicated. Life is not so difficult. All they have to do, instead of, probably they're thinking this is a one long sentence and this is a conjunction. But actually, it's all you have to do really is get rid of it. You don't even have to know the grammar. Just take it out. I had studied. What's wrong with that? What? What job? Why? Because let's call that a double tense. They tried to use two past tenses. There is no past of the past. I don't know if there is, but not in the third dimensional world, right? We only have the present and the past. We don't know what's back there or something. Okay? So, I want you to, every time you look at your tense, where are you? Also, don't mix up your name cards. Okay, the tense. Had studied. Just use the tense once. Very easy. ED is ED. Well, let's quiet down a bit. You never use the word had when you have ED there too. There is no had studied tense in English. Maybe in Thai there is, I don't know. Some reason that you want to do that. But you see, you're making it too complicated because just take the word out. It's finished. It's a shorter sentence, less words. It's getting better and better. We solve lots of, oh no, in your essays. I see this all the time. What's wrong with this? And why? Why should there be no S on math? What? Problem is the noun, right? What is math? Can you have two adjectives? It's like saying the sky is two blues. We solve lots of math problems. We study geometry, algebra, number theory, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Normally, when we're writing, we would probably say, and, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't put it here because this is like spoken English. That's okay, right? You don't always have to say, do I have to put an and when I'm talking? So I just left it. I had a problem with the canteen because most students, hey. Can you just lock the door? Lock. And also, let's quiet down so we can finish this today, quickly. I had a problem with the canteen. Okay, that's what you had. You didn't have a problem because. Just make it like simple. I had a problem with the canteen. Finish. Over with. Period. Stop. Much simpler, easier to write too. Isn't that easy? What are you talking about? Okay. The first thing you're going to say is what you are talking about. I'm talking about I had a problem with the canteen. Okay? Don't go running on and connecting too many ideas with no punctuation, too long. Don't make your sentences too long. Okay. I had a problem with the canteen, period. Finish. Forget about it. Why? The reader is thinking, okay, she had a problem with the canteen. I want to know why. Right? When you read, you're looking to learn something, so if you see a problem, it's human nature, you want to know what the problem is. I had a problem with the canteen. Okay, the reader says, I wonder what the problem was. Because most students are off for a vacation. Is the problem with the canteen the students being off for a vacation? The canteen could be open, right? It's not really because the problem is not the students being off for vacation. The problem is the canteen is closed, first of all. So that's why you don't want to say because. I had a problem with the canteen, period. Get rid of it. Most students were passed, first of all. See that again, using the present tense, and he's talking about his last vacation. Get rid of because most students were off for vacation. Mark, bank. So, comma, okay, so there were just, do we use the number 1 and the number 2 in writing? What numbers do we use as numbers? What? The ones after 10. 1 to 10 we write O-N-E-T-W-O. 11 you can start making numbers, 12, 100. Okay. Even though, so there were just 1 or 2 store. Stores. I think I missed that. There were just 1 or 2 stores open. Open. Look what the word processor does. It knows it's a mistake. Where's the tense in that sentence? Where's the tense in that sentence? Where's the tense? Only use 1 tense, just like had. Were open. The past ed is already there. Even though school was off for a month, we had to, oh, look at that, so easy to fix that mistake. And look how many mistakes are in that paper. If I really was marking that paper for grammar, it would fail. If I was marking it as a native, like if you were native speakers in high school, I'd have to fail that. But you're not native speakers, it's a different situation, it's okay. But it's not okay, but it's understandable. And it's so easy to fix. Just get rid of it, take it out. You don't have to understand anything really. We studied for about 20 days. Okay, number okay. Comma, though. You don't start your sentences with a conjunction. So we had to study for about 20 days, comma. So, little s. We, using the present tense, so easy to fix. What should that be? Didn't have much time to go home. To go home. Is that a comma?
No.
Okay, I had been at, okay, again, had been. I was at home. See how, when something is correct, usually the easiest thing is what's correct. I think it's the same in science. The most simple theory is usually the correct theory. Look at it's the same here. Isn't it a lot easier to write with, like I'm talking to you about, than getting confused about tenses? Okay? So, I was, and also, you don't have to use at with home. Home is a special word. I went home. Okay? It's not like I went to the bank. Most words you would say I was at the bank, but home is a special case. I was home for only TWO days. Look at, just like you're studying, like Einstein might have said, just get rid of it. I spent it with watching, we don't spend, thought it was a ghost. I spent it, we don't spend time with a TV. Most people don't spend time with a TV. They spend time with a friend, right? I spent it watching television and sleeping. Do we have to say in bed? I don't usually sleep here. What's the problem here? Those two WO, plural, days, okay. Ah, see how much your Thai writing is using the present tense when it should be the past tense. Okay, I think that's the most important thing today. We'll do this some more. We're going to do one for the summary of the Wizard of Oz and one for each half-page essay. Okay? Those, okay? So, those 2 days were the best part of my vacation. Okay. Okay. Why? Okay, comma, because. If it's why, you can just use because. It's okay then. That's the reason. Because